You have to really put it all in perspective. We're just so incredibly fortunate to be able to worry about which color of eyeshadow to wear. That is not something that really matters in the end. I'm Marcia Kilgore, and I'm the founder of Bliss Spa, Soap and Glory, FitFlop, Super Duper, and Beauty Pie. I get up in the morning really whenever I have to. If I'm traveling, it could be 4:30. If it's a normal day, probably 6:45. Depending on how many lab samples I have to try on any given day, it can take me from 5 minutes to an hour and a half to get ready. I end up looking the same. I do my makeup in front of a really well-lit mirror with a pile of lab samples and skincare and hair products in front of me. This is something I can't live without. It's Beauty Pie. It's one powder wonder, and is the most amazing blotting powder that never settles into any of your wrinkles or fine lines. The ultimate makeup blending powder, and also works really beautifully on top of your foundation before you put makeup on. Big powder brush, brush it around, great on the sides of the nose. Got a Kent brush. I always travel with this because it's got a great mixture of boar's bristles and plastic bristles. So you get shine, but you also detangle at the same time. Great for fine hair. So I have all kinds of remedies that I take with me, from Coffea for when you're feeling a bit nervous, to Thuja for when you're feeling a bit distracted, to folliculinum when you're feeling a bit other. It's a Beauty Pie foundation. It's the Everyday Great Skin Foundation, and in wheat. It has a beautiful soft finish that's a little bit translucent. We've been looking for a great sponge, but in fact, great sponges with foundation are quite hard to find. This little baby is the bomb. Percy & Reed's Wonder Balm travel size. I love this because my hair is really fine and I have to sometimes just get rid of flyaways, but it doesn't make it feel greasy. Oh yeah, I'm a little bit addicted these days to eyeshadow sticks. I love neutrals, anything that you can kind of spread, blend. I like anything fast. I don't have a lot of time. Cowboy nude lipstick. That's just the one. The best nude ever. Gotta have it in your bag. Who knew that eyelash primer could be such a wonder? Your eyelashes actually change in texture and consistency and oiliness throughout the month. So on certain days, your eyelashes can actually have a little bit more oil in them, depending if your skin is a little bit more oily. I have a system of dots when I'm trying out new products, and if it gets 2 dots and then a yellow dot, it is, one of the best products that I've tried. My best beauty tip has got to be to wear sunscreen every day, rain or shine. I always use an SPF that's between 20 and 50. There's not much of a difference. So people think that a 50 is better, but it just has more chemicals in it. It doesn't have that much more of an effect in terms of screening your skin from the sun. So a 20 is good enough for every day. There is also this myth about if it's cloudy, you don't have to wear sunscreen. When in fact, when it's cloudy, the rays that are coming through the clouds are actually more damaging than the rays that would come if it was sunny. So it's almost your body's way when you tan of saying, hey, you're tanning me and you're aging me. You can't think that you don't have to wear a sunscreen just because it's not a day where you're gonna get a tan. Nail polish. It's a nude. I always have a couple of neutral nail polishes in my kit. The reason that you're always told to tap your eye cream on isn't really because running your eye cream with a single stroke is gonna drag your skin or wrinkle it. It's actually because there are a lot of lymph glands underneath your eyes. And the reason that you get puffy in the morning is because when you're laying flat, the lymph doesn't have an opportunity to flow. Tapping is actually stimulating the lymphatic glands to start to pump the puffiness out from underneath your eyes. Eye cream doesn't really matter when you put it on. You can put it on before moisturizing, after moisturizing. You know how water reflects light. So if you want your skin to look beautiful, you want light to reflect off of it, and that means that you have to have moisture in the surface layers of your skin, which means that your moisturizer is the most important part of your skincare routine. Another product that's really dear to my heart, and a project that we're working on and feel really strongly about, is Super Duper, and this is our new super juicy passion fruit hand wash. We work in conjunction with WaterAid to make money and do a lot of good, I say, by doing a lot of business. So many children and adults in developing countries don't realize that not washing your hands is one of the biggest reasons that you spread disease. So we're working with WaterAid and giving a lot of our profits back from our sales to go and educate kids and their parents and bring them soap and water and teach them how to use it to help them be healthier, be happier, and empower them to get out of poverty. When I was 13 or so, I got a really great haircut from this guy named Charles at the Ginger Group in Calgary in Canada. And I have very fine hair, and it's really difficult to find somebody who can cut it and make it look like it has any volume. Subsequent to that, we actually moved about 400 miles away, but that haircut grew out so perfectly for about 3 months that I actually took a Greyhound bus at the age of 13 back to Calgary one winter to get my hair cut by him again. I think that's probably my first real profound beauty memory, the power of a really great haircut. Beauty absolutely matters, but it doesn't matter absolutely. Being able to play around with cosmetics and try beautiful skincare and put on face masks and selfie ourselves and try all kinds of things and really enjoy the products is just such a, number one, pleasure and a privilege, but it's not everything. And when we think about what some people don't have, and that people are living without homes, and there are refugees, you have to really put it all in perspective. We're just so incredibly fortunate to be able to worry about which color of eyeshadow to wear. That is not something that really matters in the end. So I think, have fun with it. Don't spend your mortgage on it. And, really enjoy that privilege.